It was one of the first death penalty cases I tried, and it was very emotional because it was a young girl who was kidnapped out of her bed.
As a prosecutor, there's some cases you have where the evidence is overwhelming, and even then sometimes there might be something about the case that bothers you. This case, the evidence was not overwhelming, but there was no question that he did it.
The night that the kidnapping took place was, the mom was out with another girlfriend, and Wogenstahl met up with them at one point. He knew the family, and he wanted to go out with these women for whatever reason, and they said no. And that's when he went back to the house to kidnap Amber.
The defendant went to the house of our victim, made up some story for the only other person there, her older brother, that got him out of the house and dumped him off somewhere. And then by the time he gets home, we find out by the next morning his sister was gone, and she didn't walk away anywhere. She was only 10 years old, I believe.
Well, the police had gotten a phone call that they saw a car which matched Wogenstahl's car out in Bright, Indiana, and they went to that area and found the body.
She was like my sister. I was an only child, so we were very close. She loved church. She loved helping people. She was very kind, and she had a rough life.
So there were a lot of little things that pointed just to Jeffrey Wogenstahl. We eventually came up with some forensic evidence. We did come up with some eyewitness testimony that at least put him in the area.
It was very, very cold, and I mean like 0 degrees. And we had witnesses that saw him at a self-serve car wash with all the doors open, and he used a power washer to wash out the inside of his car. But he missed one spot, and that spot was on the door handle behind him in the second set of seats.
We actually had unexplained blood in his car that was consistent with Amber Garrett. We had a coat, a very nice leather coat that the defendant had, and it obviously had been bleached extensively inside of the coat.
Inside the coat on the lining there were splotches of bleach. It looked like fireworks. And he claimed that his cat, he had a little kitten, had urinated on his coat. Because I asked Wogenstahl, did this cat explode on the coat? I mean, if you saw the lining of the coat, it was ridiculous.
Joe just ate him up. And to me, really, in the Wogenstahl case, there's always a point in a trial where things just change. You go from the defendant is presumed innocent to all of a sudden, we've got him. And to me, the turning point in that case was Joe Dieters. Once Joe sat down after cross-examining Wogenstahl, I knew in my heart he was going to be found guilty.
If anybody deserved the death penalty, Jeffrey Wogenstahl did.
He knows he's guilty. And I want the man dead, I'll be honest with you, because I feel that that's the closure that we're looking for.
He deserves to pay the ultimate price for what he did to Amber Garrett.